the CEO gathered 600 girls at the company, intending to choose one to marry and become the CEO's wife. The girls went to great lengths to dress themselves up. However, when they entered the office, the CEO didn't even look at their faces and only shook hands with each girl. Batch after batch of girls were replaced until all 600 had shaken hands, but the CEO still hadn't found a suitable girl. His bizarre method of choosing a wife was due to a strange condition he had developed. Whenever he touched a woman, his whole body would itch unbearably. He had searched for famous doctors everywhere but couldn't figure out what disease he had. So, he came up with this method to find a girl who wouldn't cause an allergic reaction upon contact. One day, an old master realized the problem and explained that it wasn't a strange disease but a peach blossom hex placed on him. Except for the person who cast the hex, he would have an allergic reaction to any girl he touched. Upon hearing this, the CEO was furious and guessed that the person who cast the hex must be the girl he met by chance 7 years ago. He decided to search high and low to find that girl and get revenge. Unbeknownst to the CEO, the girl herself didn't know she had a natural peach blossom hex. She was also very aggrieved. After that chance encounter with the CEO, she not only lost her magical powers but also became the mother of 5 naughty children at a young age. One day, the children nearly blew up the master's house, and the master, having had enough, told the girl to take her 5 children down the mountain to seek out their father. To support her 5 children, she found a job as a feng shui consultant. Little did she know that her employer was none other than the CEO who had caused her to lose her magical powers. The CEO hired her in hopes that she would help him find the woman who had caused him to remain single for 7 years. However, the CEO had no information about that woman. The girl could only ask the CEO to close his eyes and try hard to recall the woman's appearance. Then, she took out her magical tools and began to cast a spell. Soon, she found the woman and told the CEO that she was in his company. Upon hearing this news, the CEO immediately had his assistant gather all the female employees in the company, vowing to teach that woman a lesson. Naturally, the result was that he shook hands with all the female employees in the company and still couldn't find the woman. Meanwhile, the woman's 5 naughty children, not wanting their mother to have such a hard life, decided to use their unique skills to quickly find their father, whom they had never met. The eldest brother, a top hacker, opened his laptop, while the younger sister, a master of Taoist magic, took out her compass. In no time at all, the two of them found all the information about their father. After some discussion, they decided to go directly to the CEO to acknowledge their relationship. The sister, who knew magic, finding cars too slow, used a 1,000-mile-a-day technique to instantly appear at the CEO's side. Seeing the CEO walking towards her, she couldn't wait to hug him and call him daddy. This startled the CEO, who quickly said the girl had mistaken him for someone else. But the little girl was confident in her abilities and determined that she couldn't be mistaken. Perhaps it was due to their blood connection, but the CEO felt an inexplicable affection for the little girl, and his assistant also said the child looked a lot like him. This immediately made him suspicious, thinking that the little girl might be the child of the woman from 7 years ago. So, he took her back to his office and had his assistant call the feng shui consultant to come and calculate the little girl's background. However, just as the woman was about to go in, a scheming woman who had secretly loved the CEO for many years